gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup. Cousins gives way to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Jones has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Keep playing on.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, over. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check. Mike 55. 21. Check, 50. Hey, exit. Check, 50. Get out.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
To throw is Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, whoa. Give me some. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Hey, white. Play a suck.
Ryan will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds. Apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Get ready.
To throw again is Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. It's on field. It's on.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Freeman again, a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
To throw again. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 26 yards. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Deion Jones gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tuesday. Wait. Check. Topper. Check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
21. 54. Smooth. 54.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break it.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, Mark 25. Check. Walk 54. Here I come.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hey, Alpha. 54. Mike 54. 54, stop.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Box truck.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Ryan, this one complete to Devontae Freeman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All day, dog. Go.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This complete.